Hey everyone, welcome. Today I have 15 nail polish picks for New Year's or New Year's Eve. This is a mix of mainstream and indie polishes, and there is a little something for everyone. It is a pretty eclectic mix of polishes, but without further ado, let me just show you what I have pulled for New Year's. This first one definitely adheres to a more classic New Year's look. This is a beautiful chrome polish by China Glaze. This one is called Chroma Cool, and it is a gorgeous metallic silver polish. This one did cover perfectly in 2 coats. It is a little bit brush strokey and has a little bit of that pearly finish. This next one is more of a bold look. This is like a deep blue polish with some pinky purple type of shimmer. This one is called OPI ink, and this is by OPI. This is a deep, dark, beautiful pick with a lovely shimmer within it. It has a light pinky tone to it, and it's kind of subtle. This next one is by Crystal Knockout. This is a gorgeous tan polish with some gold fleck and shimmer. This one is called Park Life. This has a little bit more of a sophisticated air to it, and this one has a little bit more going on to it than just a plain neutral, but I find this one really fun and it's a nice palette refresher. This one is perfectly opaque in 2 coats as well as that last one. This next one is by Linby Designs, and this one is my pink pick for the princessy polish wearers. This one is called Rock the Cat Spa, and it is a glowy, gorgeous pink polish. This one does have a lot going on inside of it, so this one does take 4 coats to build up. You get all of that hollow sparkle as well as the shimmer from the flakes, which gives a little bit of a gold sparkle as well as that gorgeous pink. This next one is a glowing moody blue by Paparazzi. It's a little bit of a grayed off base with a beautiful blue shimmer, and this one is called Born a Unicorn. This is a CVS exclusive brand, and I do really enjoy these polishes. This one is another 4-coater because it is basically all shimmer with just a slightly tinted jelly base to give it a little bit of that gray hue as an undertone to the base of the polish. But as you can see, it is ultra glowy and that shimmer just pops right off the nail. Gorgeous. This next one is an older one in my collection, but it is absolutely gorgeous. It is a metallic polish, but it is a large particle finish. So it's kind of interesting, and you might be able to see it in the bottle. There is some black crushed fleck in there as well, and it just really adds to the finish of the polish. This one is called Tish, and it is by Julep. I felt that this one was best in 3 coats. It looked really close in 2, but to give that super full effect, I went ahead and gave it 3. It does have a little bit of a texture to it, but it doesn't feel anything like what it looks like. It looks like it would be really rough, and it's really not. But if you wanted to, you could also just smooth it over with a glossy top coat, which is probably what I will do. I usually wear all of my manicures with a top coat. It just has such an interesting finish, and I really like the way the large particle shimmers look. They are not quite glitters because they are kind of irregular, but they give a really cool buildup. And this feels more like a rocker take on New Year's. This next one is my soft, shy, sweet pick. This one is by LA Colors. This is the Hypno holographic line, and it is just a really strong shimmery polish. It's kind of a grayed off pinky base with this really strong metallic shimmer. It has gold in it, but around the edges it also kind of gives like a silvery glow. It may just be the base, but it is gorgeous, and this one is called Sentiment. I went in for 3 coats on this one, and it almost gives a silver look on the nail, but you can tell that the base is something else because it just has kind of a neutral tone to it overall. Really, really pretty. Also kind of a fancy, sophisticated look. Really enjoy this one, and due to that strong shimmer, I did go ahead and do 3 coats for this one. This next one is by Art as Nails, and this is like such a Snow Princess polish. It is a gray curly base, but it does have these beautiful opalescent glitters in there. And this one is called Season's Greetings. This was from Polish Pickup. This is a Crelly that surprised me with the formula. This one only needed 2 coats. It does look a little bit rough without a top coat on there, but I think it's just the angle of the lighting. Here with the flash, you can see how beautiful those opalescent glitters are. They shine so beautifully through that base, and I really love the way this one builds up. It definitely looks like raw gemstones in a cave, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Really nice 2-coat buildup on this one. This next one is the only matte polish I have through these selections. This one is a Sally Hansen Insta-Dry, and it's a gorgeous plum winey color, but it is a little bit of a shifty polish. It has this gorgeous orange tone that shows up, and it also has these very dainty, pretty hollow glitters. This one is called Burnished Wine, and rightfully so, because it definitely has that winey, plummy base. This one, however, unfortunately is extremely sheer, so this one did have to be built up in 4 coats. The combination of the dark color and the matte kind of drowns out those hollow glitters and just makes them look like really small silver glitters within the polish. This is, again, without any base coat, so this is the true mattified version. The true essence of this polish is to be matte, so maybe the matte kind of blurs those a little bit, but I would be interested to see what it looks like with a glossy top coat on it. It may change the way the glitters appear, and I would consider this my vampy pick. The next one is absolutely stellar. This is a stunning polish. It is so bright. This is my loud and proud pick. This one is called Galactic, and this is by LA Color Craze. This is their Gel Extreme Shine wear line. This one gives kind of a longer wear than most polishes. This specific polish does have this really strong like silver particle within there, and then it looks like a jelly base, so it kind of gives an interesting buildup and effect. I really like the finish on this one. It's just kind of frosty, and the way those glitters or shimmers kind of build up within the polish, it gives it a little bit of a textured look, even though it's really not. Really interesting, and this one I built up in 2 coats. This is one that would be interesting to see mattified. This next one is a total glitter bomb. This one is by China Glaze, and you can see that this is full of gold hollow glitters. They're pretty yellow, actually. They're like a yellow tinged gold. And then there is all of these green hex glitters, like a pine green metallic. So this is a really interesting one. This comes from the Sesame Street line, and this is a Grouchy New Year. I should say one of the Sesame Street lines. There's been a couple collabs. It's definitely a polish you can wear as a topper, but I went ahead and built it up here. I definitely think I like the way this looks. It's just so weird and different. I just kind of like it. The way the hollows build up within there, they kind of looked trapped from within and give that glowing essence. I just like it. I don't know. It's a very strange polish and gives a really strong textured look. To build it up fully like this, I went in with 4 coats, but it makes a gorgeous topper anywhere in between 1 and 3. So it's definitely a fun one to play with, and I'm glad I have it in my collection. And this is my still stuck on the holidays type of pick. The next one is Traditional with a Bang. This is a gorgeous polish for this time of year. This one is by Olive & June, and it is one of my go-to hollows. It's got such a large particle hollow. It is just so gemmy and rainbowy. It's absolutely gorgeous. It looks like little crushed diamonds. This one is called Exclamation Point, and for a good reason. This is another one that I suppose you could wear as a topper. It is really thick in one coat as a topper though, so unless you're really trying to cover up most of the base color you're going to be wearing, it's best to just build it up on its own. It does build up perfectly in 3 coats. In 2, there's just a little bit of negative space, so I like to wear it in 3. But you may prefer it in 2, so it's a fun one to play around with. But again, I just love those large particle hollows. They're just so pretty to look at. The next one is like a winter wonderland party topper. It is so cute. So this is going to be my party pick. This one is another one that I would consider a buildable topper. It's another one that does take quite a bit to build it up, but it is worth it, especially if you like all of those twinkling hollow glitters. There are large and small hollow glitters in there, as well as multiple different other sizes of metallic blue and silver glitters. It is a fun glitter mix, and this one I don't think has a name. This one I just have here as the item number, which is PW4395. Sometimes you can look them up online and you will be able to find them, but when you see the tops of a Pretty Woman polish that have these kind of designs on the cap, they're usually made specifically for Five Below, so you might only be able to find them there, and unfortunately, ones that go specifically for that store never have names. So it's kind of an interesting thing, but I really do enjoy their polishes. I did mention this one does really have to be built up. I went in for 5 coats with this one because at 4 there was again just a little bit of that liminal space in the background, so I went ahead and built it up in 5. It is definitely worth it. Again, if you really love those glitters, you can just see how sparkly and wild that looks. It's just so obnoxious in the best way possible. This next one is a Sally Hansen Big Glitter Top Coat. I really like this one. This one is called Meteor Light, and it's got all these different hex glitters, black, white, iridescent, some silver, just a really cool mix, and I definitely like this over pretty much any cream. I did just show it here in 1 coat, and it's kind of an everything bagel topper. It's definitely really cool, and it's like a polka dot type topper. So again, I just showed it in 1 coat, but it's a really cute one, and it's one that I definitely go for a lot. And last but certainly not least, I have another topper that I just feel like would be so cute right now. This one is by NCLA, and this one is called Shooting Stars. It's literally just a bunch of silver hollow stars, and I feel like this would be really cute over just about anything. I love big glitters like this, especially these awesome shaped glitters, and who doesn't love all that rainbow within a hollow? Oh my goodness. So this one is also just shown in 1 coat, and I just went ahead and did a little bit of glitter placement so you could see all those beautiful stars. That's one of my favorite ways to use this one, is just to use it with glitter placement and place them where I want on the manicure. They're definitely really fun, and I love how vibrant the rainbow is on them. So cute. So those are my 15 New Year's nail polish picks for 2023 to celebrate bringing in the 2024 new year. I hope this gives a little inspiration for all those beautiful New Year's manis. If you had a favorite, definitely let me know down below. I'd love to hear about it. And if you have a manicure planned for New Year's, I'd love to hear your pick. But that's it for this one. I hope to see you in the next one. And until next time, friends, thanks so much for hanging with me.